Hi guys, and welcome to our Christmas special episode. In this episode, I ended up recording a whole bunch of sort of blank audio, and it ended up being fairly long, so this is a faster version that you're watching, but I'm speaking over it now. Plan for the episode, we're going to take this fountain you see here, and we're going to clean it up, and we're going to put a Christmas tree in. So we're just going to start off clearing the space. We're gonna make a natural tree. I do have random tick speed way up, so that's why the tree grew so fast. That and the sped up video. This is going at about 2 times speed, give or take. I do try to emulate the building style of trees Mojang uses. Have a couple of different variations, end up making a few different things as we go along, and we'll see that as we go. Right now, just filling in a couple of different levels of the tree, looking at how those line up and stuff like that, trying to emulate these styles so that we can have a very quote-unquote natural Mojang tree right here in the middle of our town for our Christmas tree. It is a absolutely massive tree if you look at it. I did try growing a few trees earlier, and they were super short, which is why I decided to start it so tall, but you know what? It turned out pretty fun, so I'm happy with it. We will have a little clip there towards the end of the episode with just some quiet Christmas music and sort of a cinematic shot of the tree. I really do hope you guys enjoyed that. I really enjoyed making it. I think it turned out really well. At the moment, I am trying to figure out exactly how to shape the tree so that it looks nice but also follows the standard Mojang pattern. Here in a second I'm going to realize that I don't really like what this is looking like, and I'm going to tear out this whole bottom section, realizing I didn't put as much of a gap between the two larger segments. If you notice, there's gaps of 2 between the largest segments, but not right here, which is why I'm tearing it out. I'm going to rebuild basically the same thing but 1 block lower so that everything really matches well together. Just while I'm clearing things up and continuing to build the tree, I'm just curious about your guys' Christmases. It's a bit of a special time of the year, really big deal, especially in the Christian community that I'm a part of, Christ's birth and all that, basically the salvation of the world and universe. But what do all you guys think about Christmas? What do you do for Christmas? Do you have any special traditions or anything like that? Do you even celebrate Christmas? Let me know down in the comments. I'd be thrilled to hear what you guys do. It'd be my pleasure. If you had it really rough this year, really just take this time as an opportunity to reflect on sort of what could be for this next year and sort of make sure that we grow from it. I'm sure some of you had a more tough year than I did, by probably quite a long shot. Can't say college was easy, but it was probably a lot easier than what some of you had to deal with, especially with all this COVID stuff going on. Right here, just in the video, as we sort of jump back and forth between topics, I am just trying to fill in the last bits of the tree. I think it's looking pretty nice at this point. This is another example of that random tick speed. I was originally talking over it and I had just remembered. So just showing how fast that grass grows. But we're going to get started on the ornaments. So you'll see I'm trying to find a block for the ornaments to hang off of. A lot of the things like lanterns and bells, which I decided to really decorate the tree with, I thought it would be fun. These are the ornaments here. To hang those on the tree, and I thought it would look nice. It ended up looking really fun, but they don't hang on the standard leaf block, so I had to fill those in with another block. Ended up using a combination of dark prismarine and, if I remember right, either green terracotta or green concrete, which ended up looking both fairly similar to, although not quite identical to, the normal tree leaves for spruce. But that's just what I'm doing right here in this part of the video. Anyway, as far as my Christmas, I have the pleasure of an opportunity to be able to spend it with family here. If you can't hear, I am outside. You can probably get bits of wind and stuff like that that's blowing across my mic, and you can hear the ocean off in the distance. we had the opportunity to go and retry a vacation that we had to cancel way back at the beginning of COVID, almost 2 years ago. Crazy how fast time flies. But I'm down here in the warm air and recording this video for you guys. And I guess for myself, I really do enjoy making these. But this is sort of the direction we're going here. See the lights are trying to spread across the tree. I'm going to start putting in the bells now, try and distribute a few bells around. I really like the gold hanging off the tree. I think that warm color really goes well for that Christmas feel. If you didn't catch it from the last episode, I am using a new recording software, which has been much easier to use. It really has decreased my editing time, and my recording time for that matter. It's just been a lot more manageable and a lot more controllable from within the game. If you notice any problems or you think the style is better, do let me know. I do appreciate any feedback. Just tossing out a few more colors now with the orange buttons. I think it just adds some more, and then of course with a few of the crystals as well. I am also using the new, it's not that much different, but it's a slightly more perhaps noticeable style for our thumbnails. Let me know what you think of those down in the comments below. I'd really appreciate it. Oh yeah, another thing, just sort of all sorts of different stuff about the channel today. We are still looking for a name for our farming town. I'd really appreciate any feedback you have. We're getting towards the end of it. We've only got probably 3 more episodes, maybe 4 if we're really stretching it, left in this before we move on to our next project, which right now is looking like it's going to be the castle on the hill. Over behind me, it might show up in the shot, might not. There is actually a sort of a cliff hill that rises up along the side of the river, fairly near the other towns that we're going to be putting a castle up in. So that's what we're going to be doing. It's going to be sort of a white castle. Oh, there's our star, and it looks like we are jumping right into our segment after we put in some decorations. So we're just going to put some presents around the tree. This is of course kelp, but I thought it looked kind of like a wrapped gift, and of course with Christmas comes the beautiful chest that we get from Mojang. Thank you, Mojang, so very much. Down in the description below we do have sort of things indicating where we got our music for today. Bit of a gift from various places. It will be listed down below. So now I'm going to be making some snowmen, but trying my very best to avoid making a bunch of snow golems because those make a mess and they are a hassle to clean up. They don't look nearly as good as those, but they look alright. Snowmen usually are kind of sloppy anyway when you put them together, especially when it's all cold outside. Here in a second, after I make a few snowmen, I'm going to put a couple snow forts and start spreading snow all across the ground, just to sort of really spruce things up before we get into our cinematic clip. If you want to know how I got the snow in the cinematic clip to work, leave me a comment down below. I'll leave the commands you'll want to use. I've just put some command blocks underneath the tree while no one was watching, as in I just cut that section out. It was just a few seconds. Pretty easy commands to work with once you figure them out, but I think they look pretty darn good once they are done. So I'm just going to be quiet, let you listen to some Christmas music, and it will pop in, and then I will talk to you here after our little cinematic. Anyway, that was our Christmas special episode. Thank you very much for joining, and a Merry Christmas to you all. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to like and subscribe. I do really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. Anyway, I hope you have a Merry Christmas, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Bye.